Hello there, guys, and welcome to the Football Insiders. Today we are doing our predictions, and I am here with Matty, Hunter, and Rafe. So right now the table is looking like this: Rafe on 12, DJ on 15, Matty on 20, Brian on 21, Hunter on 25, and me on 26. And we're gonna go straight into the video. Matty, what are your predictions?
Well, for the first game of the week, Villa Arsenal, I've got 1-1. Both two decent sides in form at the minute. Arsenal's been a lot better recently, and obviously Villa's been quite lucky with referees as well recently. I think this game will be 1-1. Quite boring to be honest, but not as boring as my next prediction, Burnley Brighton. I think Burnley will win this game 1-0. Typical Burnley, Chris Wood header. And then for my third game, I've got Newcastle Southampton. I think Southampton will win this game 2-1. I know they've just been beat 9-0, but Vestergaard's back, and apparently the atmosphere is not that bad. And I don't really rate the way Newcastle play. I think they'll end up going down. Rafe, what's yours?
Alright, so starting off, Aston Villa Arsenal. Yeah, Aston Villa haven't been playing great recently. Arsenal have improved a little bit, so I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Arsenal. Moving on to Burnley Brighton. Brighton have been playing really well recently. Burnley have dropped off. Probably going to go with I'm going to go for 2-1 win as well there. And a Newcastle Southampton final game. Both teams struggling to score goals at the minute. But as Matty said, a lot of injured players back for Southampton. I'm going to go 1-0 win for Southampton. Hunter.
So the Aston Villa Arsenal game, Villa are coming off a 3-1 defeat to West Ham. So, and Arsenal, unlucky on the last game week. So I think they're gonna win 2-1. Arsenal 2-1. Burnley Brighton, boring game 1-1, and Newcastle Southampton. Southampton after a, a bad defeat, 9-0 defeat. I think they're gonna get back up, get their feet back up, and against this Newcastle side, it will be so easy. So 2-0 to Southampton. Ramel, you go on.
So for the Villa against Arsenal game, I think that Villa they've come off of a bad result, but I think they've got a lot of goals in them. I think Arsenal also have goals in them being in good form, but we do know that the FA hate Arsenal, so I'm gonna go for Villa Arsenal 2-2. For the Burnley against Brighton game, I think Burnley is going to sit back. Brighton are probably going to be able to score one and clinch it. So I think it'll be Brighton 1-0. And for Newcastle against Southampton, I think coming off of a 9-0 defeat, their confidence is going to be down. And I do think that Newcastle, after their recent form, they obviously beat Everton, coming on what they did in their last game. But I think Newcastle are going to win the game 2-1. And back to Matty.
Yep, so we're going to do the next three games next. I'm going to start with Fulham West Ham. I think West Ham are going to win this game 2-1. Fulham haven't been bad recently again, but West Ham has been brilliant. I think Thomas Soucek's the highest scoring midfielder from non-set pieces this season. He's been really good. And this game will, in my opinion, push West Ham into the top four. West Ham win that game 2-1. Man United Everton. This is probably my most controversial prediction of the week. I'm going to say Man United to win this game, but 3-2. I do think it'll end up being a really good game. Man United Everton normally is. I think that'll end up being 3-2 in the end. Spurs West Brom. I think this will be very, very dull and boring, but Spurs to win 2-0. Rafe?
Okay, moving on. Fulham West Ham. Both teams have been, obviously West Ham have been brilliant. Fulham have kind of picked up a bit of form, or they've not been great in recent weeks. I don't know. I'm going to go with a 2-0 West Ham win. I think they'll win it quite comfortably. And then moving on to United Everton. I was close to saying 3-2 like Matty, but I don't know. I think Everton, obviously they scored two midweek, but I think they have been looking a bit short of goals. Obviously Calvert-Lewin was injured for that time, so him being back might help them out a bit, but I'm going to go with a 3-1 win for Man United. And then finally, Tottenham West Brom. Tottenham played awful against Chelsea, which was yesterday for us, time of recording. So I don't know. Watching that, I think they'll still beat West Brom, but I think it'll only be a 1-0 win. Moving on to Hunter.
Yep. So the Fulham West Ham game. West Ham coming off a big win against Villa 3-1. I want to say this will be close, but not in the matter of the scoreline. Like It will be a 2-0 West Ham win, but the game, in fact, it will be an end-to-end game. Moving on to the United Everton game. Luckily, I've got the same scoreline as Maddie here, 3-2. I don't think Everton have enough to get them a win over a top 2 side right now. They aren't looking the best, even though they just came and beat Leeds. And moving on to Spurs West Brom. Spurs, yeah, they did lose. But I've said this every week, and I do believe in it. Jose Mourinho will get them back on track, and I want to say 2-0 win to Spurs. Ramel, moving on to you.
So for the Fulham against West Ham game, I think West Ham, they've just been really good. I think they're going to win 3-1 straight up. Man United against Everton, I think Everton coming off a win with 2 goals in midweek, and United coming off a 9-0 win. I think Man United are just going to win 2-1. And for Spurs against West Brom, I think it's going to be a pretty dry game. I think Spurs are going to win 1-0. And back to Matty.
Yep, so now for the final 4 games of the weekend, we're going to start with Wolves-Leicester. I think this will be quite a boring game, but again, I think it'll be 2-0 to Leicester. The likes of James Maddison and Harvey Barnes going forward, really attacking threat and proven to be that Vardy's not as important as some people think. I think Leicester will win that game 2-0. And this game, Man City at Liverpool, the big game of the weekend, the one everyone's excited for. I've got Man City 4, Liverpool 1. I do think Liverpool will score, but I just think Man City will destroy them in the end of the second half of the game. Everyone's going to disagree with this one, but I do think this will be big. And for Chelsea-Sheffield United, I think Chelsea will win 3-0. Very simple. Again, not conceding a goal. And for the last prediction of the week, I'm going to say Leeds Palace 2-2. Riff.
Alright, so I don't agree with Matty. I think Vardy is crucial to Leicester. They did get a 2-0 win this week, midweek over Fulham, but I think most of their play comes through Vardy. With obviously, I don't think Iheanacho is as suited to the system. I still think they'll get the win though. I think it'll. Obviously, Wolves got a win midweek, which is a good them. I think it'll end. Actually, no, I'm going to go for 1-1. I think it'll be quite a boring affair. And then the big game, Liverpool City, sorry. I don't know, Matty said 4-1. I think that's a bit too extreme. I think Liverpool have improved a bit defensively, obviously not scoring goals there. I'm going to go a 2-0 City win. Actually, no, I'll go 2-1 because Liverpool do tend to score against City. And then Sheffield-Chelsea. Chelsea have been great defensively. Sheffield have improved massively defensively. I can see Chelsea keeping a clean sheet, but I don't think it'll. I think it'll be quite close scoreline regards. I'm going to go a 1-0 Chelsea win. And finally, Palace Leeds. A lot of goals last time these teams last played. I think it was 4-0 or 4-1 Palace. I don't see Palace. No, I'm going to go a 3-1 Leeds win. All right, Hunter.
Yeah, so the Wolves Leicester game, I think this will be the game of the week, and I think Leicester will win this 3-2. Wolves, yes, they did just beat Arsenal, but it was with the help of the VAR, as we call it. So Liverpool City, City don't have a good record at Anfield. They don't. I think they haven't won since 10 matches or so. But this time around, I have us as favourites. So I think, yeah, as Rafe said, Liverpool do tend to score against City. So I think it's going to be a 3-1 to Manchester City. I think Raheem Sterling will break his curse of not scoring Anfield. And Sheffield, Chelsea, well, a routine Chelsea 2-0 win, nothing more to be honest. Maybe Werner to score, maybe. And the Leeds Palace game will be, I want to say, the second most exciting because, again, every game Leeds play in is very fun to watch. So I want to say it's going to be 2-2 with 2 set-piece goals from Palace. And we move to Ramel. Yeah.
Thank you. So I think for the first game, Wolves against Leicester, I think Wolves been okay form, Leicester been in decent form as well. But I think Leicester, with the fact that they don't have Vardy and Wolves are being helped by the FA, I think Wolves are going to win the game 2-1. Yeah, VAR 2, Leicester 1. For the Liverpool Man City game, I think Liverpool they have not been playing well recently, especially at home. I think Man City have been doing really well. I think Man City are going to win that game 3-2. For Chelsea against Sheffield, I think Sheffield is going to make a low block and try and defend. Chelsea ultimately are going to get past it. They're going to win the game 2-0. And for Leeds against Palace, I think Leeds are going to win 2-1.
All right, that will be it for our game week 23 predictions. Obviously, as you can tell, Ramal's a bit salty with the FA at this current time. We just found out they rejected Louise's appeal. But anyway, we'll leave it there. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you for a video at the weekend. Bye.